Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, we are in the next day. Essentially, I ended up loading wood and carting it across all of yesterday, and coming back, I filled this last trailer. Obviously, I've not cut everything yet. We've still only cut the one line of trees, but the sawmill closed, so I couldn't take that. So I just parked it out front here. We're going to do that now. And as you would have seen, there was some daily lease fees, which obviously is not ideal, but it is minor, really. So, yeah, not a problem. Right, so we're going to drop this off. And then I want to cultivate the 2 fields that we've currently got. I need to start working with that. I want to cultivate lime, roll, and yeah, I want to try and get that done as soon as I can so that I can actually start planting and stuff. So like I said in the previous episode, it's not that important to get it all done now and this month. I mean, December is pretty cold anyway, so probably not worth planting the grass anyway now, but want to at least... Oh, wow. Yeah, I need to be aware this trailer isn't really well balanced, clearly. So that nearly threw us off there. But anyway, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. What was I saying? Want to plant the grass, obviously, as soon as we can. We want to start getting that stuff going, because once the wheat... Well, once we get grass, we can actually get some cows. I just want to at least fill that trough, and you know, then we've got a rough idea of how much we've got, and then we'll get some young cows, start growing them. So, yeah, I mean, if we think about if we can plant in the next couple of days, and then maybe get some grass in the next, I don't know, 3 months. Should only be about 3 months for it to grow. Maybe 4 months. Then we can, you know, that takes us to March-ish. Let's call it March at the latest. And then we can have that done. I think June or July is when we can harvest the wheat. So then we'll get the straw. And by that point, the cows might even be old enough to actually start doing milk. So that would be ideal. Right, so turn left here. Remember to slow down quite a lot. This is the heaviest lot we've got so far. One of these trees were very, very big. And yeah, it's I packed it quite well. I packed all the thick ones at the bottom. So it's quite well packed, but it is... You know, it also took quite a while because obviously I had to drive to the thick one, lift it up, drive back to the other one, lift it up. So it took a while to do this, but I feel like it's worth it. I don't think I would have been able to get everything on if I didn't do it quite this way. Right, anyway, we're going to get all this sold. Once I'm up there, get all this sold, drive back home, get the plow, the cultivator hooked up, and then start cultivating the other 2 fields. And I will need to lease a rower or maybe buy a rower. I'll have a look at what they've got. I don't really want to be spending a crap ton of money all the time, but obviously we will be needing this equipment from time to time. Especially if we're going to do more fields, which I am planning on doing. Then, you know, roller will be handy. The fertilizer can be used for lime as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be okay. Right, we're actually literally just going straight here. They literally just pull everything across to this little thing here. So this is what I figured out last night. This quite works. Right, and I'm going to tell them it's here. They can unload it. Oh, I need to change that crane. And then get it all sold. All right, $7,322. Very, very, very profitable. And obviously the trailer is now significantly lighter. We're back up over 180, $180,000, which is awesome. And that again, I mean, so currently we've made That was 7. The previous load was just over 7 as well. So let's call that 14,000. And then the first load was for just under 5. So we're looking at about $19,000 so far with just the one line of trees. Wow, we're making a lot more than I anticipated. I thought we'll be doing... What was I saying? I thought we'll be getting total, like for all the trees, between 10 and 20,000. But yeah, this is lucrative. Very happy with that. Very, very good. Right, so I'm going to drive home, get the cultivator. I know I said this already. I'm going to get all that done, get going in the field. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I am worn, I am weary. Travel far, now retreating. I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. Seen many souls, many holy.
Alright, so the cultivating's done. As you can see, there are quite a lot of stones, especially on this field. This field's pretty bad. None of them look too big. There's a couple of bigger ones here and there, but a roller should be able to do it all, to push it all back underneath. This field, yeah, still a lot of stones. But again, mostly small, so should be okay with a roller. I have given Chad a call. They have a roller there for me that I can buy for 12 grand. And then he advised I get a weight as well, which is just under a 1 grand. I think it's 900 and something dollars. So I'm gonna go over there, have a look. It is all brand new, and it is a New Holland weight as well. So it should be pretty similar color wise. It's a bit darker blue, I think, but should be okay. And yeah, I mean, I do need to wash the tractor and everything as well. But for now, let's go to the dealership, to Clever Motors, and pick up, well, buy the roller and the weight. The weight goes on the front, so we can actually pick up the roller, because the roller is a fold-up one that is all hanging on the back, so it doesn't have its own wheels. It's a 6 meter width, I believe, so it's not the biggest one, but it's one of the cheaper, fairly wide ones, so it should go pretty quick, especially once we start getting bigger fields. This should still work. It should serve us for quite a while. And yeah, the weight, obviously, that's just one of those things. We just have to have the weight. Another thing I actually noticed, I forgot to mention this. So on the logging trailer, there is, I didn't see this, but there is actually a stand. So you can actually put the legs down to stabilize the trailer, which is actually quite good. I didn't see that. At first I did eventually notice it. The first one I didn't see it, and then the second and third loads I actually saw that. So we're definitely taking the weight, so I'm gonna just put that on now. And I mean, we're probably gonna take the roller. It is a good roller. There we go, we got the weight. And we actually need to be that side of it. But just before we attach it, let's just quickly... Yeah, it's a little bit darker, but it's a nice one. And then this Guttler, I believe it's an import. I'm assuming German engineering from the name anyway. I don't know. I don't know this brand, but Chad assured me that it is a good quality brand and it's a good roller. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Right, let's go pay. That's going to be just under $13,000, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go pay that and then have a quick chat to Chad. Ask how he's been. I haven't actually spoken to him for a while because we've been doing a lot of the stuff online now. So yeah, and obviously the purchasing of this equipment can be done online. You can just outright buy it, but I do like to look at the equipment first. I don't want to just buy it online. If we're leasing it, that's completely different story because we give that back, and it's they do have a plan where you can lease things. If you lease it for long enough, you then pay like a balloon fund or balloon price or whatever they call it, balloon payment, I guess, and then the item actually becomes yours. So there is that. But anyway, let's have a chat to Chad and get this done. All right, $12,850. It's not too bad. That's including the weight and the roller, obviously. And we do need the roller. We definitely need to try and get as much out of these fields as possible. Obviously, the roller also protects the other implements, as in, so pushing the stones back down or picking up the stones actually protects the other implements. So like the seeder, the planters, the weeder, all of that stuff, because then there's less pieces of equipment being hit by stones, essentially. So that is good. And we're just going to hook this up. We're going to fold it up. Part of me was kind of worried that the folding up part doesn't work. But yeah, you can see why we needed the weight. Like if we didn't have the weight, I think, because that's all really heavy metal, I think we would have lifted up at the front. So that's good. Right, so let's get back home and get this rolling done. I know this is going to be another time lapse, and that is annoying. I apologize. I don't want to just constantly do time lapses, but it is just one of those things, you know, when we're this busy and there's so much field work to be done, it's got to be done. There's no other way around it. So yeah, I also do need to remember to keep an eye on the fuel. We're still fine. We can actually get quite a lot more out of the tractor fuel-wise. But while I was doing the cultivating, I did think, oh crap, I haven't filled this thing in a while. But we did fill it before we came here. And to be honest, we have not used it that much. It feels like we've used it a lot because we've done a lot on the fields, as in we've done a lot of field work, but the fields are so small that it's actually not that much. So yeah, anyway, we're going to jump back into, I'm going to get the drone back up and jump back into a time lapse. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
The waters of Lake Michigan, and wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest. I'm held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Alrighty, and just like that, pretty much all of the stones are gone. Easy day, and yeah, it makes a massive difference. This roller is really, really nice. I'm probably going to have a quick walk around the field. Actually, let's go do that now before I get too far away. Just to have a quick look and just feel the dirt and all that. Just, you know, do some assessments here. And I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty clear. Obviously, once the first couple of years are done on the grass, or first couple of harvests are done on the grass, I do want to plow. We do need an actual plow for that and all that stuff. And again, more expenses. I don't want to plow before we've got a stone picker, because we will definitely pull up some bigger stones then, which we will have to actually pick. So yeah, this is the kind of interim method of achieving greatness on these fields. So it's not 100% ideal. It's not 100% yield improving, but it is better to do it this way. So for now, just from a financial and time perspective, I think it is better. I'm going to probably tomorrow, I might do some of it this afternoon. I do want to cut down a little bit more trees, get that done. I need to move the tools out because the builders are coming later today. They're arriving to demolish that. That shouldn't, he promised, that shouldn't take too long. Now, an interesting thing, they did come and check out the doors and the roof, for example, and a lot of that can still be used. So they're going to try and remove it in a way that can be sold on, so that we maybe get a little bit money back from that, or so that the construction company can sell that or keep it and then charge us slightly less for the demolishing of the building. So yeah, I need to remove the tools and all that stuff before they arrive. They said around 3 o'clock is when they're going to arrive. So I'm going to do that this afternoon. Probably, if I have time, cut down a couple more trees and all that stuff. So for now, that is going to be the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll see you all in the next vlog. See ya.